So you want to document your life in a tangible way that won't be lost to the ether once you inevitably decide, actually, fuck social media, I'm escaping this hell dimension, only to realize all your photos and accompanying memories were hosted on said social media platforms. Or your country rapidly descends into fascism and all your social medias get censored, and you once committed something radical, like women should have equal rights, so your accounts get deleted. But that's not gonna happen, that would be crazy! Anyways, you should start a journal. And before you say to me, oh, but I'll just be inconsistent or I won't use it regularly enough, that's the point of this video, you sweet summer child. I have been journaling consistently, inconsistently, pretty much my whole life. For reference, this is my 2019 travel journal that you're looking at. I am a pro at not being consistent, but still managing to document my life in physical form. So, if that sounds more your speed, let me share some of my favorite journal spread ideas where it doesn't matter if it's been a week or 2 months since your last update. Wait, let me run my intro real quick. Hi friends, my name's Mia and I chat it while I make so if you like making things or background noise while you do your dishes, hit subscribe. Today we're talking about collection pages. That's an unofficial term, okay? There might be a real name for this, I don't know what it is. What I mean by a collection page is essentially a page dedicated to a collection of things rather than just one. For example, a journal page dedicated to a seasonal memory dump rather than just what you did today. I like to create these in 2 ways. So one, a collection that builds over time, i.e. I go back to the page and add to it, like my good things garden, which is a page I filled out over a couple of months. But that does mean that I've got a fun journal idea for you. So today we're going to be making a good things garden. And listen, this one is a bit of a trust the process moment. Just stick with me. So the concept is a collection page where it's going to build over time. And basically you're just going to add a little flower for good things that happen across the next couple of months. This is my garden so far. What do we think? And 2, a retrospective brain dump, often used when there's been a bit of a gap in my journaling, either time-wise or sometimes topic-wise. These are great for inconsistent journalers because you get a lot of bang for your buck time-wise. So let's say you only journal once a month, but that entry is always a collection of that month's highlights. Well, look at you go, you're documenting your life. Now that you get what I'm putting down, let's look at some specific examples. Number 1, a museum of spread. This is what I've been creating in the background so far. So I decided to go with a museum of madness because, listen, I don't need to explain. You have access to the internet. You know why the world is pissing me off recently. For this, you could draw the art or you could use printed photos with mini write-ups behind them. There's a lot of fun to be had here, but not by me because this spread is dedicated to things I do not find fun at all. Some ideas that you could try: museum of people you love, museum of me with your current interests and influences listed, museum of the month with your monthly recap. Okay, so this is just like editing me, right? But something I find really funny. So obviously I do sometimes journal about politics and just all the crazy shit that is happening in our timeline. I mean, of course, how could I not? And I follow a lot of other journaling content creators where we're all pretty down bad for stickers, right? So sometimes I just imagine like the next few generations of historians looking at people's journals, just kind of thinking, but what were people doing during the AI takeover or World War III? And they open my journal and it's just like, democracy fell today with a sad face sticker. Okay, I'm going to bed now. Idea number 2, a good things garden or good things bakery. This is one of my favorite journal pages of 2025 and I need to start another one. Basically, you just doodle a little flower for each good thing that happens and you slowly build up your garden. I would usually add things in bulk every few weeks and can confirm this one is really fun to look back on. Alternatively, another version of this I did was a good things bakery. This was a roundup spread of recent good things rather than one I built up over time. Idea number 3, a creative project chart. Obviously, this can be tailored to fit your life, goals, interests, whatnot, but as a girly who enjoys creativity, I have a few pages dedicated to recent creative pursuits. One was my creative reward chart. Alas, I ran out of stickers, but we made a good dent in it. And one was a roundup of my 30 days of hobbies challenge where I detailed everything I made. Some more fun ideas along this loose theme. You could create a forest collection page where you add a tree each time you do something, a night sky where you add stars and planets. I kind of want to make a spread where it's like an empty bookshelf and I add a little trinket each time. That could be cute. Idea number 4, an achievement bouquet. This is another easy roundup idea. If you're anything like me, you spend so much mental energy setting goals and working towards them, and then on setting more goals and working towards them. This isn't a bad thing, okay? I love me a full sense of purpose, but this journal idea is for documenting your wins along the way. Create a bouquet shape, I cut a sticker down to size for that, and just add a flower for each success. Idea number 5, your actual current collections. I have a few examples of these across my journals, but sometimes it's cool to look back at what you were interested in at any point in time. And these spreads are great for that. A few I've made include my Juicy Couture charm collection. I love these. I've stopped expanding my collection because I have enough of them, but I did make a little page dedicated to them. My personal uniform, basically what outfits I pretty much live in, so I can look back and see how my personal style has just not developed over the years. In this video, I've tried to avoid pages with photos of like me and my friends, so I do have some other pages that are dedicated to my favorite albums, books, that kind of thing too. Okay, my friends, those are my ideas. Thank you to everyone who voted on my weekly poll for this video, by the way. I was terrified of editing that Ali Hazelwood video. I feel like it's gonna be well over an hour, so I'm very glad I did an interest check before I started. Let me know if there's anything specific you want to see from me, and keep an eye out for my community tab because I actually do like that whole like voting for what you guys actually want to see thing. That's probably going to be recurring. Okay, my friends, we shall end at the end. I hope this video gave you some inspiration for fun ways to document your life, even if you're not the most consistent journaler out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drop me a comment telling me what your favorite journal ideas are because I'm always looking for more inspiration. Okay, bye.